Weather coverage you can count on. This is the First Alert Forecast from Chief Meteorologist John Robison.
Well, if you're out about on the South Plains today, you probably noticed a lot of sunshine in our region. Very little cloud cover. We haven't had any rain from the Panhandle or South Plains. And as I showed you a few minutes ago, very little rain in the region this evening. Most of it has been in New Mexico and is kind of diminishing rapidly. So we'll start with the First Alert Super Doppler HD3. And I'll also mention, you'll see it in a few minutes, but we managed to stay below 100 degrees here in Lubbock, and most of West Texas did. A few areas off of the Cap Rock at the century mark, and there'll still be a few around that mark tomorrow, mainly east of Lubbock and off of the Cap Rock. And Dallas-Fort Worth, still a little bit of heat there, but high pressure has backed off. A few showers lingering in northern New Mexico. That is it so far tonight. Your current temperature at News Channel 11 shows our reading down to 81. That's about 10 degrees lower than we had at 6. Dew point in the 50s. We've got a southeast wind at 3 to 4 miles an hour. One of the reasons it was pleasant this evening. A little gusty, almost spring-like winds today, gusting near 30 miles an hour here at News Channel 11. Temperature high today was just below the record, 5 degrees below the record, still in the 90s, 94. That's warmer than normal. Nice 70 this morning, 64 for your low. And looks like folks are clearing out of the stadium tonight. Light winds with football winding up. Top wind gust out at the airport, pretty close to what we had here at News Channel 11, 26 miles an hour. We've got readings in the 60s west where it's been raining. Then you pick up the 80s. It looks like most of West Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth back in the 80s tonight. They got a little break for the last few days, and they will into the weekend. Not extremely hot there, but still close to 100. High pressure has weakened, still dominant through this part of our region, but allowing us to back off into the 90s. Still going to be around 100 in Dallas and Austin. Not extreme, but still very hot for this time of year. There's your next weather maker for us. That's a fairly strong front that'll slip into the Panhandle Saturday, into the South Plains overnight Saturday into Sunday, cool us down on Sunday. So we've still got tomorrow and the next day. We will be in the mid-90s. And again, you can see temperatures not changing a lot, but they'll cool down behind the front as well through a large part of the Lone Star State by Labor Day. Our windcast, or pardon me, our raincast will show some clouds. We're jumping ahead to Saturday with a few clouds to our northwest. There might be a few showers popping up early afternoon and maybe around the region at the beginning of the Tech game. Don't expect them necessarily during the game, but later on after the game. Notice how your shower potential increases late Saturday into Sunday morning. We may actually get to see some fairly good thunderstorms roam across our region early Sunday and then move to the south by Sunday afternoon, depending on the timing of that frontal boundary as it rolls through. We've got 60s west all the way down to Lubbock, then you've got 70s to the Cap Rock. Your highs, typical fashion, the hotter temperatures off the Cap Rock, but notice just a couple of cities near 100, mid-90s in Lubbock, mid-90s out to our west. Our 7-day, first couple of days, notice at mid-90s, look at Sunday in the mid-80s. Tech game forecast, our Radarcast calling for partly cloudy, only a very slight chance of a shower or two. It's going to be hot at kickoff, and then we'll look for temperatures to drop. 80s on Sunday and maybe the 80s on Monday, Tuesday, and lows in the 50s. Front still headed this way.
All right. Thank you, John.